Well, as we told you, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, but criminals are on the prowl. They're targeting people looking for love. And one of the most romantic holidays of the year, also problems for scams as well.
Yeah, joining us live to talk about the red flags you need to be on the lookout for is Roseann Freitas with the Better Business Bureau. And thank you so much, first of all, for taking some time out of your afternoon to be here with us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And you know, it's really sad to hear people looking for love, they're getting taken advantage of. So what should people be aware of? How are they getting their money stolen?
Well, really what they do is they take advantage of our emotions. And that's what makes this one really hard, is it's not even so much that you're receiving an email and someone that loves you and they're going to send you all this money. They are now really taking time on these type of romance scams. And so what they do is they either meet you on a dating app or probably, and actually even more, on social media, and they start to develop a relationship. They don't ask right away for anything. They just start talking to you. Now, they always have a reason why they can't meet you in person, but the continuation of the relationship keeps building to the point that you start to trust them. And once that starts to happen, then they start to come in and ask for money. And it can be various ways they do this. Sometimes it's they have this wonderful opportunity that you get to invest in, and they go ahead and get you to do that investment. The other flip side is they're in trouble, they're somewhere, and they're stranded somewhere and they need help to get out. So they have a different story and a different tactic to do it. But at the end of the day, what really happens is they're taking people's money. And most of the time, it's a lot of money. This is not small change. You alluded to it earlier tonight when you said 1.3 billion in losses.
Yeah, and you know, we see these stories every year, and sometimes you just are left scratching your head. It's like, man, how did people you know, fall for this kind of thing? But how can people kind of protect themselves from this scam? I mean, and there's obviously the obvious ones of not meeting you in person and then bringing up money so early in a relationship.
Really, those two really help. Really, not meeting that person in person is a big red flag, because they have a lot of reasons you can't. And the reality is, any relationship you actually have to meet in person. But here are some really other good tips. Is if you found them on a website or dating site and they send you a picture, do a reverse image search on Google Images. If that picture populates in various platforms, you know it's a scam. Also, search online. We all have some sort of footprint online. See if that matches up with what they're telling you. That's if you can find them. Also, note that they do pose as military members or some type of authority figure, because they understand that we trust that market. So watch for that. Also, if they sound too good to be true, if they're really, really good looking, they're much younger than you, you really have to ask yourself the why of it. But then start to ask them questions. Start to see if they really are where they say they are, and make sure they know that story. But again, when it comes down to somebody you've never met in person, never send money or give them any of your personal information.
Some good advice. Thanks, Roseann. And so folks should call police and also the Better Business Bureau?
Yes, they can call us, but also a great one too, as well as the police. You can contact the FBI and go to their website, the ic3.gov. That's a great one as well.
All right, Roseann Freitas with the Better Bureau. We appreciate it. Hopefully some people will have a better Valentine's Day by following those tips.
Thank you.